Welcome back everybody, and welcome to another episode cycling across Madagascar. I'm currently in a small town called Antsirabe, and over the span of the next few days I'm going to venture deeper into the mountains of Madagascar. If you look at the map, there's a mountain range kind of running north to south, dividing the country into two, and I'm going to climb up to over 2,000 meters of elevation, so it's going to get rather remote and I'm looking forward to it. Let's go! Here we have the main road running through the town. Let's keep an eye out for some breakfast. It is Sunday, so many people are attending church. I believe the majority are Catholic here. Nice little football field here. Bonjour. So this is what my breakfast is probably gonna look like the coming weeks. Mainly there's small pastries sold by those street vendors. These are called mofo, I believe. It's like this little pancake made of rice flour. It's actually very good. Then also lots of bananas you can find here by the side of the road. That's the job. Salama.
Salam.
Bonjour. What's happening here? Some of the cows don't want to behave. Damn. The road is no longer as good as it was the past few days. On my map this is still marked as paved, but it isn't really. So much farming everywhere, not just in the valley, even on the mountain faces. Although it doesn't even feel that densely populated here. But I guess that's how most people make a living here. Not many jobs around. And now I've got a nice little downhill. Then the main climb of the day starts from 1100 to 1900 meters. Salama. Church is still going on. Seems like it's happening the entire day here. Salama. I'm really enjoying it. The road is great again. There's pretty much no traffic. The landscape is beautiful. The people are friendly, but not overwhelming, like they're not swarming me like in Afghanistan or so. Weather is also pretty much perfect, 23 degrees. What else can you ask for? Looks like we have a little viewpoint right here. Wow, look at that. So mountainous. It's also probably much drier than you might have expected. I believe Madagascar is still in the tropics, but the majority of the rainfall happens on the eastern side of the island and I'm on the western side. Nice wide river right here. And a dog that caught a rat. And the climbing has begun. And it is quite steep here. And while it's not super hot, the sun definitely is very strong. So you do start to sweat up here. Salama. Hello. Slowly but surely, making progress.
البيوتات تتهدد من كتر الفقر، الشوارع ما أمان ولا الشفع فرحانة تلعب، كل الشديرات تكومت رماد. ودخان البنادق، دخان البنادق قلب لون السحاب.
Salama.
Salama.
You have water, de l'eau? Ah oui.
Iran.
Yeah, water.
Viva, Zé.
No français.
Wasser, Sand,
Yeah, no, de l'eau? Vive. Yeah, water. Water. Okay, d'accord. Maybe deux? Deux, yeah. Okay, merci beaucoup. I just bought some water in the last village because I'm probably gonna have to camp tonight. The days here are short, we're in the southern hemisphere, so it's winter. And with all these steep roads, I didn't cover as much distance as planned. So I'm not gonna make it to a bigger town with a hotel. So I'm probably gonna have to camp somewhere in the woods here. In Antsirabe, my guest house host warned me not to go out on my own after dark, because there is some crime in Madagascar. But here in the countryside, I haven't come across a single sketchy person really. So I think I'm gonna be fine. Salama. Okay, I think I found a good place here in the woods. We even got a bit of a lake view. I'm gonna pitch my tent here. The tent is set up, and now for dinner it's gonna be interesting, because in Antananarivo I didn't find any camping gas or high percentage alcohol to use with my stove. So I thought I was just gonna make a fire with some wood, but here in this bush is probably not a good idea. So I'm just gonna eat these instant noodles like that, and I still have some more rice cakes, banana and peanut butter. So yeah, not a 5-star meal, but I'm not gonna go hungry. With that being said, I'm gonna see you tomorrow when I'm gonna be climbing even higher into the mountains. Good night. Alrighty, today's gonna be a rather short day. I'm only gonna do about 20 kilometers towards the town of Faratsiho, because I need to recharge my batteries. The last 2 hotels didn't have electricity. Well, the last one actually did, if it weren't for a power cut. So yeah, only about 20 kilometers today, a bit more elevation, but it's another nice day. Wow, what a panorama up here. It is so crazy steep. Man, who would have thought Madagascar would be this hilly? Sweating like a bricklayer in Baghdad here. And down again.
امبارح في المنام شفت الناس، كل الناس هموم، الناس اللي كانت بالآلاف بقت تنعد. نصها جري هجرة ونزوح، ونصها في التربة المحفورة، والفضل ما بيملى الرواكي.
Absolutely ridiculous roads here.
الحلم جاتني صحية وتمنيت مواقف.
I really don't mind that today is going to be a short day because I've got pretty strong headwind. Alright, welcome to Faratsiho. Let's hope the hotel that is marked on my map actually exists and has rooms available. Bonjour. Parlez-vous anglais? No, en chambre, en personne? Yeah. Combien en nuit? Alrighty, after a short negotiation, I secured myself a room here for $11 a night. I think it's okay. And we do have electricity, that's important. And now I think I'm gonna head out to eat something. I'm in a mood for a proper meal for once. Alright, I think here we have a restaurant. Salam, hello. Parlez-vous anglais or English? No? You have menu or for eating? This one? Oh, yeah. Alright, got myself a not very traditional Malagasy meal, but something I need right now. That was good and only cost me $2.50. Now I'm heading back to the hotel. I'm gonna rest up for the rest of the day. Then tomorrow I'm gonna continue heading deeper into the mountains. See you then. And hello again. Almost a week has passed. And yeah, I had to recover in this town here from a cold, which I probably caught when I was camping and didn't have warm enough equipment. So yeah, I pretty much spent almost a week doing nothing here in Faratsiho. But now I'm feeling a bit better, so it's time to continue towards the city of Antsirabe. Let's go. Wow, all these fields, so incredible. Salama. Here we have a little quarry. Seems like it's open to the public, and whenever the locals need some brick or rock, they can just get it themselves. Salama. Hello. So, because I'm not feeling 100% fit yet, I decided to change up my route a little bit. My initial plan was to cut straight through the main mountains here towards the city of Betafo, but that would be on dirt roads, which I heard are very bad here and would be very slow going. Because of that, I would probably have to camp tonight at like 2200 meters, and that does not sound like a good idea in my condition. So because of that, I'm gonna stick to the paved roads here towards Antsirabe, which is one of the biggest cities in the country, and there I'll be able to stay in a hotel tonight. Alrighty, I just climbed up to 2050 meters, and I believe this is going to be the highest point of my entire journey in Madagascar. Now the coming week is going to be mostly a slow, gradual downhill towards Morondava and the west coast. It's interesting how most of the trees here are actually pine trees. I wonder if they're native to Madagascar or introduced by the Europeans. Probably the latter. But they do seem to create some jobs in the villages here. Many had their little own charcoal manufacturing plant and charcoal bags lining the streets, probably to export them to other cities. Okay, I'm now on a different road, and that is the RN7, which has a bit of a bad... Okay, I'm now on a different road, and that is the National Highway 7, which connects the capital Tana with pretty much most of the southern part of the country. And this road doesn't have the best reputation, because apparently there are some bandits that rob some of the minibuses during the night. So during the night they drive in convoys. But I'm not too worried, because I think during the day it's fine. And I'm also only on this road for like 35 kilometers until I'm in Antsirabe. This road sees quite a bit more traffic, and the road quality is much worse, probably because of it. Hard to believe that this is the main highway and the only one going south. And here we go, made it to Antsirabe. Covered a little over 80 kilometers today, pretty happy with that. Now I'm gonna have to find a hotel here. I guess that's a wedding. And yeah, pretty chaotic, but nowhere near as bad as Antananarivo. Alright, here we have a guest house. Salama, hello. I'm the guest house. Hotel? Here? Okay, thank you. Okay, I found a pretty cozy room here. A bit small, but very clean. And we also have a hot shower for about $15 a night, which is fair. And yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here because, well, I was sick and couldn't upload a video. And so I don't keep you guys waiting for too long. I'm gonna call it here. This was the episode where I checked out the mountains in central Madagascar. And in the next episode, I'm gonna continue towards the west coast, which should also be very beautiful. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, hype, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.